All right. This unit is, again, a quick one that we will have gone over. If we were in class, we would talk about it more. But now we need to sort of watch the video and understand what's going on. One of the big things we do in ASL classes is sit in a circle or in a horseshoe. And it's very much like kindergarten. Important thing is sight lines. We need to be able to see each other. I dread classes where they're sitting in rows, because if someone's signing behind you, you can't tell. They could be signing about you, and you don't know. But it's always good to be able to see each other. Sometimes when we have classes of 25, we have to sit in a square, and the corners have a real hard time seeing. And the tendency for hearing people is, if you can't see something, you'll just listen, so you sit back. With ASL, that doesn't work, and if people just sit back, then they're not paying attention. They're not actually participating in class. So that can oftentimes be a real ding to class participation in classes that really count that a lot. It's also quite rude, because you're totally ignoring everybody else and what they have to say. I start every live class where we go around the room and everybody kind of talks about what they've done since class. And I do a lot of teaching in there within that. And if you tell your story and then are like checking Facebook or Tinder or something like that while other people are talking, it's just rude. Which means I get to pick on you, and mercilessly, usually. And if I pick on you that way, it's something the whole class remembers for the rest of the semester, and then it becomes a long-running joke, and it's great. That's the evil side of me. So maintaining a clear sight line. It's not just one-sided. Both people, actually everybody involved, needs to be aware. Person signing, keep an eye out to see that everybody can see your signing. And if someone's covering it up, make sure they can see. So if it means maybe you have to move over, lean over, or ask someone to move out of the way, then that's very, very polite, and something you should do. The next, let me get rid of this. If you can't see the signer, move so you can. If it means moving your chair, as long as you're not blocking someone else, or ask the person who's in the way to move out of the way. So those, and then the last, if you notice that you are blocking someone, get out of the way. Or if you notice that someone else is blocking someone else, it's very polite to ask the other person to move. The deaf community is very strong in support of that way. They don't want anybody to feel left out. So just to be aware of those things. So that's what this next section, we would have just a chat session and move around and try to make sure that everybody can see. There's a couple of videos. One, they show some general interactions on how to clear sight lines. What happens if someone's in between? The person in the middle has to lean back. Right? What I love about this setup is that the students' chairs don't have desks. I wish we could get rid of the chairs with desks and just have regular chairs. It'd be so much better, because there's no notes to take when you're in class. Anyway, if you try taking notes with these lectures, there's not that much. It's just, what we say, and everything's on the video. And then I have prompts for in the conversation. What are some things that you could talk about to spark this conversation? There's no new vocab, as I said, for this unit. And literally, it's just these videos. So that is all of 415. It's another hit and run, quick little